Hi, this is JilliBling of JilliBling.com, and I have a wonderful project for us to make today. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? This I saw, I think it was on Facebook, Crafty Cards with Amanda. Amanda made one similar to this. I didn't have the designer paper, the plaid paper that she was using, but I think this paper works out really nice. And I love the colors. I love the a different type color combo rather than traditional fall. Usually we do the warmer colors rather than the cooler colors, but I love how this turned out. And I want to make another one today and using just slightly different color palette. So let's get started. So I'll leave this one here for a sample. And I'll do it pretty much just like this one, but just a little bit different in color. We'll be using the bundle Gather Together, which is great because it has the pumpkins, which I'm using on a Halloween card, but it also has these leaves. And then there's dies for everything in the die set. And then also for the border, we'll use ornate borders, and that's for this piece right here. Okay, let's get started. So here's some of the base paper. So this piece is this one right here, and I'll use the ornate borders to cut it out. There it is. Isn't that pretty? And this will be the inside. And yes, this is in mint, and did you notice that this is in Pretty Peacock? I have a plan to do something different. I haven't tried it quite yet, but I have a good feeling about it. So I'm going to fold the base paper in half. Okay, so this is going to go on here. And this will go right under here, but to make it pick up a little bit of a deeper hue in Pretty Peacock, I'm going to try something a little different. That is taking the blends, Pretty Peacock Light and Dark, and I'm going to color in the lighter portions of the leaves. And I haven't tried this yet. I'm kind of going out on a limb. And you know, I probably should have colored it before we got started, so you wouldn't have to sit here and watch me color. But maybe that will be an okay thing. Not that this coloring it doesn't require much shading, but hopefully you like it. Hopefully this is the winner, the project that everyone wants to do. Oop, went out of the line. Hopefully it won't take too long. I'm putting just a little bit of the Peacock Dark on each of these leaves. If you wanted it to be a more traditional colored card, you could probably do this with golden colors. Does everything go with mint? That didn't take too long. So that's a bit of the dark peacock on each of the leaves. Pretty Peacock Light. So then I'll just finish up coloring. No blending required. Just fill in the leaf. You probably could do it all with the dark. So this project will be doing the pumpkins in two different ways. One way is on vanilla paper, stamping them with crumb, the double pumpkin right here. And the other pumpkin will be using Versamark, stamping on crumb cake paper, and then applying white embossing powder, and heat setting it. So we'll do that here soon. Another thing I'd like to show you is the die set for Gather Together. It comes with some leaves that there isn't a stamp set that cuts them out. It cuts out the shape of a leaf and it textures it. It's really pretty. And it's got beautiful detail on it. But I have a way to kind of make the detail show a little bit more. Okay, what do you think? I like it. Good feeling about this. Okay, so that's all done. So that gets stuck onto the card base. I think I'm almost out. I have another one coming, probably any minute. Pete will be here any minute. Okay, that goes there. This just gets stuck on. Oh, did I run out? Oh, I ran out. I need Pete to show up. So in the meantime, I'll use my good old standby. Okay. Oh, you know, I probably should have stamped on this first. Well, if you ever do that, we are going to figure out ways to not let that be a problem. Because see, I need to stamp the wheat and the big leaf. What is that, like a maple leaf? And then the wheat again for a little handle. Since we're talking about it, I should just do it. Okay, here's that stamp. Here's the wheat. That's going to be in crumb cake. Oh, and here I have Versamark, mint, crumb, and peacock. Those are the only colors used for all these cards. Okay, so the wheat, stamp it a little high, and another one. And keep in mind the middle of this will be filled with other beautiful things, so it's okay if it doesn't look perfect up and through here. And then just a big leaf that kind of goes over the edge. Maybe I just won't put it as over the edge this time. I'm not putting much pressure there. Ha! Perfection. You know, while I've got this out, I might as well do this little pumpkin right here. See how it has the vanilla back behind it? And then this one, we'll do that one next. This is my pile of papers to stamp and then cut out. Okay, so on vanilla paper, might as well do 2 of them. Ooh, I could almost get 3 in. And there that is. Here's a die. Now run that through my machine. Okay, so it's going to go about here. You know, if ever you cut something out and it doesn't look as good as you think it should look, like so, I didn't cut that out very straight. Just use your scissors and trim it up. And I like that I'm getting a little bit closer to the image because that was leaving quite a big white border. Okay, there, looks better, huh? Okay, so that's going to go about here. These will go on the inside. Look how nicely that goes. The peacock paper with what we just colored. This paper is to stamp this pumpkin in Versamark ink. Oh, hold on. That little robot, I don't know why it's going. Turn it off. Go home. I'll just leave it. Okay, back to where we were. See, that little robot cleans up all of these little pieces from this Ornate Borders die. Everything that falls on the floor, the robot takes care of. So, gotta love that. So I stamped this in Versamark. White powder, and now I'm going to heat it and die cut it. So here it is. So that will go on here. Let me get both of these close. That will go right about here. Done with this. So these are the 3 dies. There should be 3. Here's a third one. So these just texture and cut the outline border. They look like this right here. Can you see the texture on it? And there's 3 different sizes. There is the big one. These are about the same size. And then there's one that's a little bit smaller. So on this card, the first card, I used just one of them. Maybe I could get 2 of them in. And then I also did it in crumb cake. And trying to make the detail show on this, I ran it through, I put it on the top of the Versamark pad because, I'll show you what I mean. If you take Versamark, well here's a good example. On this paper right here, if we take Versamark, ink it, and if you wait just a minute, Versamark will make any paper, or most all papers, just a shade darker. So see how you could see the image? It's crumb cake, and we put clear ink on top of it, but it made the pumpkin appear just a bit darker. Versamark is great for embossing powder too because it's sticky ink and it will hold the powder. So with that said, I can take, so these 2 here, I just ran them through using the dies. So I could take this, put it into the Versamark ink, and it will make all of the high spots. It takes just a minute for it to soak into the paper. It will make all of the high spots just a bit darker than the peacock paper. See if you could tell the difference. Yeah, you can. Or we can take the peacock paper in peacock ink. So this one has Versamark on it. This one, set it there. So the ink is just touching the high spots. I'm not sure if Crafty Cards Amanda did that, but I think I kind of like it. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3. And I'll show you the difference in all of them. Nothing, Versamark, and peacock ink on peacock paper. So you see the difference in them? Which do you like best? I think maybe I'll try this one. It's a little bit darker. On this first project, I did Versamark ink on both of them. So the peacock project, I'm going to try dye-based ink, peacock ink on peacock paper. Okay, and because I'm doing that, I should probably do the same with the crumb cake die cut. So here's the crumb cake one. I'm going to use that. We're done with these. And I'm going to put this into crumb cake ink. I don't want to push too hard, otherwise I'll get ink below. I just want it on the high points. Ooh, that came out a little dark. It should dry lighter. It's kind of vintagey looking, huh? And earlier I did the same with Versamark and mint on mint. Okay, so we're done with this paper too. Next is the greetings. How about if we do, because this one we did gather together. This one, how about if we do season of thanks? And that we're going to do in Versamark, then into the powder. Use the heat tool to set it. So there it is, all embossed. And you know, I think I might trim this to be a little bit more small, narrow. Okay, so that's done. Now to put this little flag on it, with my snips I'm going to cut right in the middle. That's up maybe 1/4 of an inch, and then go from the point to the center, the point to the center, a little bit more. Okay, so that will go right on here. It's looking pretty. Okay, and then pumpkin, pumpkin, leaf, leaf, words. I need a bow. So this ribbon right here is so soft. It comes in a duo pack. It comes with gold like cording, but look how soft it is. It works so easy. When I look at it in the package, I always think, oh, it's a little bit crunchy and coarse, but wow, look at that. It's almost delicate. Tie a pretty bow. Okay, then trim up the little legs. I'm going to use my ribbon scissors. Oops. Maybe my scissors need some cleaning. Okay, so here's my bow. I think it's time to start assembling the front. So these are going to just be stuck down flat. So I'll put them on here so that they're strategically placed so I could see the wheat and not all the crossover business that I have going on. And then this one, just like that. And then these all will get dimensionals. Oh, looks like I use that for something else. Got to flip that over quick. Okay, so we're ready to assemble. So I'll put this right about here. And the pumpkins can tuck right under the words. I'll put it over here a little bit further. And these can go right here. Okay, and then to put the bow on, I'll use a glue dot right there. And this one, when I put the bow on, I'm kind of covering up the words, so I might do it a little bit lower this time. I'm still covering up the words. Should I put it somewhere else? Oh, now that I ripped it, nope, it's going to go right there. Well, that's not good. Needs a new glue dot. Okay, and then a little bit of bling. On this one, Amanda used champagne rhinestones, which match the foiling on here. This one, I think it's more of a, I don't know if it's gold, it's more of a rose gold or a copper. These work perfect. But I'm trying to do this one different, so how about gilded gems? And I'll put 3 of these on. Small, medium, large. I'll do 1 medium. Right here. And then I'll do 2 small, because I don't want them to overpower the project. Well, that looks good. I think maybe if I had to do it again, I would do the peacock, all these leaves, I would do them just in the dark, because they lightened up a bit on here. But I still really like that. Okay, so for the inside, I could stick down this peacock paper. Okay, and here I have Season of Things. So how about on the inside, what is this one? So glad to have you in my life. I like that. Let's do that in peacock. What did I do on this one? Oh, look how, that's cute. May the season bring you smiles and love that last all year. And I like the wheat over the top of it. I like the leaves too. Okay, so this one I'm going to try to do different somehow. That's stamped nice. And because this one has wheat and leaves, how about this one have pumpkins? Maybe just the double pumpkin. Okay. I think it needs a little something else. How about, because this paper has a mint in it, there's these little freckles. See right here? How about if I do those down by the pumpkin? They could pretend like they're dirt or leaves. And I'll do that in mint. I like it. So I have all three colors. Peacock, crumb cake, mint. But when I put it in here, there, that's nice. Okay. What do you think? I think this needs a little bit more bling. This one has 5 on it. That's good. So that we're done? Not quite. A little bit more. I'll do one more medium. Bling isn't my middle name for... Bling is my middle name for a reason. I'm not doing a double negative. That's better. Okay, 5 bling. Here they are. So this will be a project for later this month. I hope you like it. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button as soon as the video is over. And if you can, give me a thumbs up, a like, and then I'll know what kind of things you're interested in, what you'd like to watch. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, take care. Bye.